tell you that this is a journey and that, you know, a lot of times it's about, you know, what you can do for the church, who you are in the church, you know, and it kind of teaches you that there's this, if you be this certain way, if you do this certain thing, if, you know, that this is going to lead to the answer to all your prayers. And that's not what life is about. That's not even what the Bible says. You know, if you look at the Bible from beginning to end, it's all about the frailty of humanity and our flaws and how we are all his children. And I have kids. They're all different and they have flaws, but I love them regardless. And there's nothing I wouldn't do for them. And to know that he has that type of love for us, regardless of what we do, when we run, when we're angry, when we curse him, when we blame him for things that are our fault, because everything that you do in this life is, you know, it's about sowing seeds and you getting the harvest from that, whether they're good or bad, whether you call it karma, reaping and sowing, good energy, bad energy, what you put out into the universe, whatever it is that you call it, it's about what you put out. You get back. You get what you give. And some things you didn't, like, I never asked to be raped or molested or abused. I have so many stories, and I'm trying so hard to stay focused on this topic. But you seeking him and finding out who he is the key to your deliverance from depression. And I know that because, like I said, I've taken drugs. Some make you feel like you don't care. Some make you feel carefree. Some make you feel like you have no feelings, like you're not happy or sad. And that sucks. Like, excuse me. I never wanted to be the type of person that is not engaged in life, good or bad. You know, it's, there's no magical ingredient recipe to this life, because it's all individual to you. You know, I haven't gone through what you've gone through. You haven't gone through what I've gone through. You know, we may have some similarities, but they're all individual, and that's what's so great, because he's individual to us. He set my feet on solid ground when I felt like I couldn't even feel myself. I was so lost and angry, and you know, I think being self-aware is one of the most crucial things you can do. What are you feeling? How am I feeling? What do I want to do? You know, and then, and this is why I say, you know, I do think some things about therapy are helpful because it teaches you how to process, like journaling, self-awareness, meditation. Our society has, with technology and media, has caused a focus deficit on yourself, and you need to be aware of who you are to be able to fight this fight every day, because you have people saying things to you. The media is telling you what you should look like, what you should wear, what you should drive, where you should live, where you should vacation, what you should eat, you know, and that causes a lot of pressure. You know, there's a freedom in individuality, because I don't have to do what everybody says I should do. And I can be who I am, and there's nothing wrong with who I am. Flaws and all, you know, that's what makes me me, and that's what makes you you. It's okay. you know. And you don't have to have 1,000,000 people, 100 people, 10 people liking you, you know. Because the one that matters, the one who created you and before you were ever in your mother's womb, he loves you just the way you are. You're perfect to him, and you were created with a purpose. And as I sit here now at 46, looking back over my life and all the things that I've been through, it was all for this, for you to know that I made it through. And I remember one time I was at a church and this lady prophesied over me and she said, you know, you don't look like the things that you've been through. You always come out smelling like a rose. She said, she was talking about God. She said, he is your lily of every valley. He is your knight in shining armor. And when I tell you he is. Because after my divorce, I was in other relationships. I ended up in an abusive relationship where this dude was just dragging me through the dirt. And I still, to this day, with everything that I've been through, I still believe in love. I still believe in people, even when I shouldn't. I do, because of him. I still believe, I have hope. And it's because of him. Get to know him, because he says that the Holy Spirit, he always intercedes for us. He sits at the right hand of the Father. And those times when it hurts so bad you don't know what to say, you can't hardly cry, you're crying so much you feel like you're about to break. You feel so betrayed that like you almost are losing your mind. You know, there's sometimes that the pain's so hard you can't breathe. You don't want to eat, or all you want to do is eat. Like, there's so many things that come with that. But just know that if you're watching this video, that I pray for the same peace, the same strength, the same deliverance that I experienced in my life. And I just want you to know that having a relationship with God is not about church. It's not about religion. It's about having a relationship, and that's completely different. And it's individual. It's this notion that our society has created about God is not who he is. And he's been in so many times in my life where I should be dead or be in jail. I just want you to know that there's freedom. If you go to counseling, get therapy, try all the medications, do everything that you know to do, but I'm telling you, if none of that's working, sometimes it's spiritual. And know that when you are called to a higher purpose, that the enemy is going to attack you with everything that he got, trying to make you give up. Because there are people who are attached to you that need to be free. And I'm just glad today that I didn't give up, that I pressed through, that he gave me the grace and the strength to do that, because I know it wasn't on my own. And just know that I'm praying for your strength, for you to be able to wake up in the morning and know that you can be free. And I'm going to end this video right here. I know it's kind of all over the place, but I hope that you take something from it. Um, and if you feel like no one cares, know that I care. And go out and make someone smile today.
Hey, I just wanted to cut in here at the end of the video and tell you to thank you if you watched all 3 of my videos. I hope they've been helpful in some sort of way. And also, I know they were really emotional, but if you would please go over to my Instagram because I have a practical way for you to um, change the self talk that you have that's damaging to positive self talk and to you to begin to break out of depression. Remember, be kind to yourself because you matter.